Welcome, boys and girls. Yes. I know before we even get started, Gadarian, what happened to the stream? We'll go into that later. It was just a bit of a mess. It was just, I'll save you the details. Let's just say we're going to upload this 30 minutes after the match is finished. So anyway, welcome 2024 season 3 for the APL, right? Been a long time coming, a lot of planning, a lot of back end stuff, but now it's finally here. Excited to get this kicked off, opening weekend. And we've got the two-time defending champions on the slate today. We've got Esprit de Corps taking on Helios, arguably the second best NA team. And the map is going to be a non-meta. Go figure. Right behind us, we've got the, what is it? The Foy Night. I had to double check that. I'm like seeing that. That's really Foy Night. So yeah, what would prompt Esprit to go non-meta? Well, you know what? Talking to these guys day before the match, and they wanted to prove to the entire community, the competitive community, that their tankers are as good as anybody's out there. I know they get dumped on a lot because maybe they don't play the meta the way everybody else does, but they picked the map that is heavy on armor. So we're going to see how they do. Helios probably was really excited about this, and if they can get a favored point, maybe like a dugout, that would probably give them the best chance of beating, the champs. They haven't lost in such a long time. So definitely for this map, it's all about the prep and making sure that those snipes. I mean, the guys told me, they said, just when you're following the tanks and you're following the infin, just go top down. Go top down, because you're probably going to catch a couple snipes. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. If one team can gain an advantage that way, and artillery off the start is super important. One timely strike could basically spring the point in one team's favor. So I'm going to be tuned in to watch that. And speaking of artillery, a familiar omission from tonight's Esprit roster. Adam 1776 is not going to be on artillery, and instead it's going to be Mars Rover taking over. So we're going to see how well he does that in the new position, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. But anyway, I did have a little time. I do want to just kind of shout out some of the players. I did take time to do the cards. Guys kind of dig that, but. Going through some of the people, we've got our sniper from Esprit, 1200. He's a solid shooter. Now, these numbers are not American Premier League. Obviously, this being the first match and all. These are seasonal from, last seasonal. And so anyway, they'll be updated as we go along. But again, guys that you need to take note of in today's match, it's going to be a guy named Excel. Outstanding squad leader. This is the quarterback. This is the brains of the operation. He's your field general. Now, Fignaldo, he's a solid shooter, semi-pro, or might have been pro. I don't want to get that wrong. I think he was a PUBG player, and he's a hell let loose player on top of that. MG, specialist, Fortress. This guy is arguably one of the best at what he does. And shout out to my boy Klondike. I told you, Mom. For you, Mom. And also Mikey, we couldn't get it. Why not, right? Got the Russian hat on, and he's eating potatoes. What better than that? And then we've got a few more. We've got Paradox. You can always expect to see this guy as a top shooter. Pretty much every match you can expect him to be front line, pushing it, and basically putting all that pressure on your opponent. I expect to see that today. And also, we've got Takahara. Takahara, always in the top 5 kills, so he's going to be huge. And then there's this guy, I guess they call the position a whammo, a.k.a. you're like the filthy rat that gets behind everybody and builds garrisons. So this is Ranger's job for tonight. That's what his job is going to be, to get behind the enemy line any way he can. And yeah, I'm noticing that my voice is not synced up with the video. So again, this is what I was telling you guys. There's just some weird stuff going on. I'm not sure if it's the what's it called, the new web-based scoreboard that's causing all this delay, but yeah, we'll have to get that sorted out. Hopefully it's not too bad to watch. But anyway, now that we know what's happening, let's get into the actual Map. All right. See you guys in. So we got some pregame shenanigans. Let's get this shit going. Let's get some knife fights or something.
We shit fucking God. I don't know. We didn't kill me either.
The gladiatorial
man
pits
driving right there.
demands blood.
They don't teach you that anymore.
Son, boy. And who do we have to challenge Widow?
Fire there.
Step into the ring. Widow, what are you, the referee? We don't need a referee. There are no rules. Oh my. Barbecue now.
We need Bones as commentary.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one-wonder Widow in the corner. Right now. Wafflemeister back in the challenge. Who shall win?
Who's challenged the three-time champ?
Widow. Barbecues the
So anyway, we got some comedy relief before the whole production goes live.
Jesus.
Take a quick peeky. What do we got? We got some Excel. We have some Esprit players loading up. I get it, boys. It's a barbecue. There's a lot of smoke, but I mean, we can't see shit.
I can see everything.
Kim Jong-un.
Got those filters on, baby.
Yo,
Darren, get on the bench.
Mudball. Duel take two. Ding, ding, ding. Early blood.
Swinging for the
strike.
fences.
Part of Kim.
Big connect. King Jung. TKO winner.
Duel international. Awful zombie faces off to Kim Jong. Ding, ding. Oh,
Wow.
First round
I think he
KO.
was a little premature on that. I don't know if that was officially announced.
Widow steps in yet again.
Ooh. That was quick work.
Waffle with
So that's
the,
why Zombie was hitting me up in Discord to get in
bandage
here. He must be
Grumpy
the
steps
pit
in. We have a recon flare to set it off.
legend.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, that's great.
Waffle with the first strike.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the humanity.
Quake strike.
Yo, guys, forget about the match. We're just going to do this. We're going to bring ESPT over here. We're going to settle it this way.
Ding, ding, ding.
Last man standing.
Mudborn. Oh, falls quickly. Human barbecue on the floor. Who dares enter the ring? Ding, ding, ding. Each item up. Tactical retreat. Swing. Oh, and Zen. The human barbecue consumes.
GSO, baby.
Zen, the new champion of the pit, faces off against Ghost. Ding, ding, ding. Ghost strikes first.
I felt that.
Zen in recovery mode. And
Foreign object. Foreign object.
and everybody kills.
Quite entertaining, the pits. sure as hell beats having to go through the whole pregame spiel with covering strong points. Nobody cares about that. Are you not entertained?
Alright, who's next?
Are you not entertained? Ooh. Surgical with that shovel. Uh-oh, zombie.
Oh, it's a triple threat.
Yeah, zombie's no yoke, man. Ooh, took one. Ooh, the backhanded bitch slap. Where's King Jung? I want to see Kim Jung and Widow.
Airgun versus gas mask. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm sure glad you guys aren't interested in starting on time.
360 no scope. Let's go.
Time isn't real.
Ding, ding.
360.
Running. Bones looking for the perfect angle.
Damn, he almost hit the 360.
Oh, home run. Dude, he's waving his hand up like...
Let's go.
Team deathmatch. Go.
Freeway,
I
freeway,
can get up, I'm
freeway.
not done. Gonna need to see the dentist.
Well, goddamn. That was the surprise round.
You know, this sure as hell beats the pregame show, guys.
Well, Infidel can't shoot.
All right, you boys done dancing?
It's like the Minnesota Twins swinging a miss.
Let's check this. 98. All right, we're 98 full, guys. We're almost there. We got at least 10 more rounds. You know, guys, I should have got a level 3 out of you. This is some shitty... I'm not used to playing in these shitty arenas. I want a level 3 bunker.
Yeah.
Hey, right there.
Not 99 in the server. Waiting for one last player. I'm not sure what side. I'm waiting on what side. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what side it is. Oh, there it is, boys and girls. Got our map lit now. Just like you should know, I got to do all this back end stuff. I got to switch up the strong points. but I'm sure you're entertained. You know, and the way this map is going, I might not have to set up all 4 points. Probably just going to set up 2 points because these guys are so competitive. I don't see this being anything more than a 3-2 one way or the other. And our midpoint is Dugout Barn. Now that definitely helps Helios. So now I have to find Gato Rocket Squad. Be nice if he just sent me an invite, you know. There he is. I'll get in there, and you can kick my ass right on out. Can't deploy. All right. All right, so let's just go through the usual stuff, shall we? We've got our APL rules. Let's hustle up to the front line a little bit, shall we? Get all settled in. Wait for this gate to drop. So, like I was saying, APL rules, protected nodes, munitions, manpower, and fuel. They're not to be touched. The Tiger banned, or excuse me, I get that wrong. Panther banned, only Tiger being used in one single artillery gun. And like we always like to go through with about a minute left, we're going to do a little head-to-head action. Infantry, none better than the Sprees. Tankers, I'm definitely leaning on Helios because they have been arguably the best NA tankers for quite a long time. Artillery, found out that our man Adam will not be doing artillery for a Spree, and it is the job of Gato Rocket, who's a really solid artillery player. Communication and experience, you have to go with a Spree. These guys haven't lost in such a long time, so how can you not give the advantage to them? So, with that said, let's just go over. We'll see who's commanding. We got Smithers, the Buttery Smooth. Great cast, by the way. Smithers was watching it. And yeah, just so you guys know, we have a ton of matches. We've got one that just went off 30 minutes ago with Vanguardia. We've got this one going off right now. Helios taking on a Spree. Then there's Syndicate taking on GBI, and there's just a bunch of matches. This is really fun for those people that love comp. But anyway, match time. Let's get it started, baby. So this is a perfect scenario for Helios. Dugout Barn, and the second point is Foy way over there. So if a Spree wanted a challenge, they're going to get it. Interviewed both sides yesterday, was asking, oh, we do, and they said it's almost guaranteed to get a snipe, and there you have it. A huge snipe from a Spree taking out that transport truck, and that is going to be a huge advantage for a Spree. Numbers arriving well in a Spree's favor. These guys that are just getting off transport now are going to run into a buzzsaw. as per usual, Spree always looking for that mount control. Hooking around. And Helios is really forced into throwing their bodies into this strong point in order to save. Fortress down there at the bottom, choking the lane, pinning, Jonas. Man, these guys just cutting the legs off of every single one of those Helios players. Mars Rover doing the artillery for Esprit today, doing a hell of a job standing in for Adam. And this point looks like it's all but a Spree's. Just an absolute dominant start, and there's absolutely nothing going to stop this. Now we do have hopefully the ticker working. I don't know, there were some issues going on with it. I was talking to AX Hawk. So we're hoping that when I hit that little button, everything works out, but, you know, we're hoping it works out. Nothing is ever easy, it seems, when you stream. A comfortable 3-2 looks like off the start for Esprit, the two-time defending champions. There you have it. Absolutely couldn't have asked for a better opener. Let's dive down into the action. Press this front line. Paradox doing his winners. That's not gonna happen. Artillery taking care of business. Now I know we're going to focus a little bit more on the armor. So let's pull up a map. Let's get an idea of what we're dealing with. Garrison's along the 7 row. OP positioning, so they're going to want to... This is such a hard retake. I mean, if you can get far enough up into the 5, but this is really, really hard for allies once they've lost dugout. Audio down just a slight bit on the Hell Let Loose side. It might be peaking. Hopefully that fixes. Last thing I need is any distortion. One of the new pickups for Spree, Chokarian. Great player from, I believe it was XD. Extreme Dinosaurs. That OG Panda, basically camping that broken building. There's not a lot of positions where you can kind of hide. So the job of artillery and engineers, if you've done your prep, pretty much know. We've got a light Not interested in the lights. We're trying to find the big boys. We got the big boys up yet. Transport. Supply truck. Recon. And another light. So none of the heavies are in action yet. But this is what's going to happen. Helios is just going to have to allow their tankers to do what they do best. And this is a tanker-heavy map, so if Helios wants to try and get their team back in, it's going to come down to can the tanks take out these 3 tanks. Having to create your own cover. This is something you don't normally see in camp. You don't see barriers being built, but on a map like Foy, it's actually necessary. Jokarian with the MG is just going to saw these guys up. Also, the order of the day is going to be AT guns. Whatever team can build the best AT guns. Try to double tap the tanks that stick their head out. It's most likely most of these tanks are going to have a simp. Scythe over here. You probably can expect to see repair stations going up. They take a hit, they go back, they repair.
I made the buildable by further down the road as well. I can build another rep station.
You just heard it. Zombies looking to build another rep station down the road. And for Helios, it's really going to come down to, can you get somehow that tank dominance? Can you just allow your fuel to generate enough to get 3, 4 tanks on the map at the same time? Give your infantry a chance to move up. We do have a bulk of the infantry. It looks like they're west. Trying to come up. And that's just what I'm seeing. Spree probably lining the 6th row. I mean, they're playing it from edge to edge. I mean, we've got guys way out, almost by West Bend. I mean, we're practically in West Bend, where Item Squad is. Spree has done a masterful job of just literally covering every inch of this map, not allowing Helios even the opportunity to punch through any part of the line. I mean, this line is solid from West Bend all the way down to Dugout Barn. So now that we have a moment, let's see if we have this ticker. Would love to see it go off. Okay, so this is pulling kills from previous match. Cobras Ferrantes. We'll pull this up again in a little bit. The way the ticker operates, it's every 15 minutes. It pulls from the server. Hopefully you got that right. Pop-Tart a little short on his AT rocket. I remember hearing from our conversation that the Esprit tankers, they said, you know what, this is a statement match. We're going to show the competitive community that, you know what, we are demanding and going to earn that respect. So today's the day that they get that. If they can dominate a map like Boy, I'm sure they'll gain that respect that they've always wanted and rightfully deserve, honestly. Find that medium that was up earlier. Where is our medium at? Do we even have it? Yeah, we got our first heavy of the day on the MSR with Knight, Booze, and Infidel. But I'm not seeing the second heavy. We got two heavies. Alright, so I think you can expect Helios is playing the long game. Let the infantry grind and sweat it out. And then stack your tanks. And go for that big push. I'm going to probably say in the final third. You know, you want to play it in quarters. You got your first 30, your second 30, and your final 30. I'm thinking they're going to play for the final 30. Just hold the line. Don't get overwhelmed by your inf. Or by the opponent's inf, I should say. So your tanks can kind of just sit back. Trying to get eyes, I'm sure, on that Panzer IV we saw earlier. We've got, looks like Panzer IV. Ooh, Tiger, never mind. Hartman, Cato, and GW. I believe these guys are the Chinese tankers. From what I understand, these guys just kill shit. They just put them in a heavy and it's pretty much all over. No, that was AT gun blowing up like it was a damn tank with all the fuel in it. So Tiger's shelling that area. I don't think it's at 7.6. We're at 7.6 now. Taking the place to bust it up. Sherman medium. First bombing run. Trying to clear space for Father Pig and Takahara. Pretty sure it's Inshan commanding for Esprit. Man, Bommel fresh off suspension. Still's got the shot, takes out Sealy. Pretty much going to be the order of the day for the lights. Just kind of go around and clap OPs. Not allow your enemy opportunities to get in behind you. So they're going to eat these lights over and over and over. Just like that. We got the first one here. Nice takedown. We have some crossfire. Trying to splash on dugout barn. Pairing up with the AT gun. Tiger. Pull up the lead Tiger. Probably just kiting back and forth behind dugout barn. So it's just going to be a duel back and forth, competing AT guns. Anytime the Tiger gets hit, it's going to just pull back to the workstation there. So definitely should be an emphasis on taking out these repair stations. Once you can take that out, now you can possibly even double tap. Shots landing. Yeah, that's definitely artillery mixed in with some smoke from. Definitely say that's probably Mars on the SPT. Knows where the garrison is. He's just going to continue to camp it. Actually took it down. Or no, it didn't quite take it down. It's sitting there. Again, this is the type of map where there's just not a lot of space to spawn. So the artillery of all maps, probably one of the easier maps. It's about one of the few maps where it's not frowned upon to crawl. With just such little cover. Nice play, Joe. Way to be patient. Gets up and takes out Bommel. Let's go, baby. Huge play. Can he? Is there an OP over here? I'm sure there's an OP close. Now that's good. Takes down Clown Face. Thompson getting worked. And he needs his mates to move up, take this trench with him. He sees Garrison. Get crossfired by, looks like the Tiger. Joe's doing a hell of a job of staying open. You need to get your boys up here to help you out. Who else is coming? All right. Bring in the solo. Not solo. Here we go. Here's the opportunity we've been talking about. Tank on tank. Let's see. They got eyes and boom! Infidel dudes and night. Risking coming out in full retreat. Getting crossfired. That might be AT gun in the distance. Pulling back to safety. Now that's going to lean in the way of Helios. That takes one Tiger down. Stuka. Bombing. Precision. Avoids disaster with that. Shot on commander, looking to drop sup somewhere. Gets taken out of the transport, excuse me, supply truck. Joe taking his time. I know he knows where the garrison is. Can Digi hold them off? A little game of hide and seek. Through the smoke. I think Digi's got him. Now we're working just on OP because garrison I'm not seeing anymore. Back on the hard cap. Tiger's like, throw them damn smokes, boys. Smoke if you got them, honey.
Hurry, Artie's gonna come!
Hurry.
Push! Please throw that sap down!
There you go.
Lay it down.
Leading the boys. Boy. Nothing too fancy. Waiting for them to come around the corner. Having to push that position. Not an easy thing to do. Pop-Tart was able to breach. Gets taken out. Got to throw your body in there sometimes. It's not going to be pretty. Turned into a bloodbath. You're in a bombing run. Helios bombing run. Straight through the strong point. Nice job for the infantry. Now it's just, can they get rid of this tank? We got tank to the rear as well. Panzer IV, along with AT guns. But nice job on the infantry for getting in. Hard fought front door style. This is tough. Oh, we have airhead dropping down on the inf. Big play coming. Now if this airhead can land, some tank support. Let's wait for it. Should be dropping out of the sky any minute now. Sherman trying to smoke up that airhead, trying to make it real difficult for the infantry to see it and get a grenade on it.
I killed the snapper to your east. I'm gonna try to protect you.
There you go, Widow. Keep those tanks up, baby. Let him know there's inf to his east. Paradox got that rocket ready. Let's run in the hull. Going down for a second. Airhead's up. Just got flagged, but it's up. Nice play for the tank, covering that airhead. Big ass spawn, look at that. Man, that artillery's coming, like Haggard said. You better get out of there, break yourself off. Boom, there goes the first one. And that crossfire is hell. Look at this. In a perfect position. The looks covering the airhead that landed. I'm not sure if airhead is up. It's still up. Now the second wave. I think it's covered mostly by the looks. Recon throwing up their flare. First real good chance. Look at this. Nice job. Helios breaking that front door down, getting that infantry in there. This is very, very, very promising. Now you can see looks coming in, springing into action. Free the Panther. Another spawn. Spree doing a nice job responding, getting on that hard point, stopping the capture progress, clamping down. Now in the vacuum, you have all the Spree players crushing the strong point. You gotta send guys up and cover space. Well, let's get into shit because this is gonna be some heavy fighting. Inside. Ghost is in the barn looking for Garrison. Peek in the corner. Pop-Tart's getting in. Takes down, with the shot, he takes down Inchon. Ness is in there. Capture progress happening again for Helios. Got to win a couple gun battles, but the Tiger's here. Second Tiger pulling up into action, knows that it's serious. Precision strike. It looked like it hit, but it didn't destroy. Crazy action. Artillery saving the day. Mars helping his infantry out with that big blast. Widow able to survive. Looking to place OP. Any way he can get guys on that spawn. Taking out guys to his west. Gets dropped now. OG Pan, maybe he can protect. No, looks like Spooky's got that OP. Jaeger. Oh, big spawn. Jaeger takes those guys. Nice. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Now Tiger has moved up out of position because of all that pressure. Now has to stabilize that front line because that was a front door push. Okay, not much in the way of a flank, so Tiger's now moved up into the strong point. Now the two Tigers are on the point proper. And now just a quick recap. We've hit the 30-minute mark. Amazing start for Esprit. Got that snipe on the transport truck. Basically wiped any opportunity Helios had for capturing Dugout Barn. And now they've been sitting comfortably, for the most part, with the exception of that recent push and airhead. Sitting pretty comfortably on this 3-2. I mean, they got pushed to about, a third. So it's up to Helios. Can they continue to put that pressure on with the infantry and just continue to let the fuel just keep mounting up? And again, I told you, you play this match sometime in thirds. First third goes to Esprit. Here we are, second third. Spooky's up, take down this 18. So if Helios doesn't have to put its if its armor into harm's way, they can stack tanks and again play that final third, that final 30 minutes, and just bring everything they got. One big push. Now imagine that airhead that was successful with the inf and they were getting it a third of the way. Imagine if they had all their tanks pressing and coordinating at the same time. Then you got yourself a real interesting ending. Now this tank down below, this 7.6, I'm sure it's got eyes. It's basically shooting down the main road, trying to splash buildings to allow Suzuki. Crossfire as hell. There's our main fortress. Just there's all the angles. Just gonna sit here. Pretty much knows. Gets taken out. Not even sure where. Both Tigers. That's tough. That's a tough nut to crack. They're not even too concerned about the flank. It's just so open. I guess they're assuming all the main pressure is going to come from the south, up underneath here, where I think this is eastern. Yeah, and not much in the way of in the what is this? The F and E column. lot of that crossfire. So these trenches are hot. I might just pull down the audio just a little bit more. Pull up with Mikey. Look at this TG-44. It's getting close to OP. Yeah, it's that artillery boy. Gets you every time. Let's take a little look to the northwest. You're probably wondering why would you put so many guys over here? Simply because they're trying to put enough front door pressure on Bisri Foy so that, well, forces all of this to have to redeploy to Bisri Foy Road here. You don't have to look too far to get context. You hold lanes. Digi up top gets OP. Nice job. From the SL's position, that's huge. Now, if he could just hold that and deny Helios that space. Right next to Garrison. Recon flare going out for Helios, so the gig's up. Grenade takes him down. I'm pretty sure Digi knows where that Garrison is. Not like it's any big surprise. I mean, it's pretty much going to be either on the cap or somewhere tucked. Just out in the open.
Oh my god, this Garrison's terrible.
You get the field report from Widow. Crims, he made it. Let's get on with Crims. Crims is coming straight at you. There. Takes down 2. Rolling with that STG-44. Coming up on OP. I guess he gets OP. Why not? Oh my god. Bonus would have been, he was a level 9 assault. He was that close.
Thank God.
Amen, right? Thank God. Yeah, he did get close. Gotta press off. You gotta own that forest wooded area. Feel a bombing run. Where are we coming? A spring bombing run right below us. Straight up the MSR. Gonna miss the Garrison. And doesn't do much damage, if any, to the tank. That was just a shot in the hull. Now, is that AT gun? We must see. Is that AT gun? A little further down the road. It is AT gun. Relic. Freezing Taz. Gotta load them all up. Just firing indiscriminately into that smoke. Just gonna keep smoking those shells downrange. That wasn't very nice. Widow and Clown. Widow making quick work. Seeing that light. Kyle doesn't see him. Nope. Somebody else did. I think it was Digi. Maybe Digi got it. Yeah. Widow's going into the lion's den. That's some tough sledding. So that's front door pressure on the 4th, which is Misery Foy Road. We'll swing back over to the front door, which is our mid dugout barn. We just passed the halfway mark, so recap one more time. 3-2 off the start. A really, really nice start for Esprit. We got a snipe on one of the transport trucks for Helios, and really didn't have much of an issue taking our midpoint dugout. And it's pretty much been steady like this for the last 45 minutes or so. There was a moment where Airhead landed along with some inf getting in there, and Helios was able to pull the midpoint down to about, a third or so. But Esprit does what Esprit does best. They defend. They reallocate the players. I don't think the position was really ever in that big of a threat, especially not having that tank support. So I think at this point we're playing for the final third. We're just going to wait for the fuel to mount, and we'll see Helios make one big push with all tanks, all inf, focusing on one point. TC making a run for it. Might be running a little low on ammo. Ricochet takes out the teammate. Trying to clear out for the imp. And I think that might be our Tiger sitting on the point. 7-6 might be toast. Get a confirm on that. It's probably that Tiger there sitting behind the factory. I haven't been pulling the map up per usual. Sorry about that. Give you guys an idea, but it's pretty much a very stagnant map. Once the positions are kind of filled and you're playing on this high level, you're not going to see a whole lot of movement. Teams aren't willing to commit a large amount of resources. It's kind of throwing it away. So we're going to be in this basic stalemate, I think, until, like I said, the last 30. That's when you start to see things really start getting put into motion. coming to those positions. Haggard, tough sledding. All these guys, it's tough. You got to run up against an MG and a bunch of guys with cover and concealment. Day in the life of a meat grind player. Nancy taking out OG. Seeker with the rocket doesn't get OP. But you can see competing MGs. You got Ghost there laying down the hate, and Burger. Well, he switched off that roll. You could just see. Look at the fight. You're literally fighting for 50, 75, even 100 meters if you're lucky enough to move up. Ghost trying to get in a better position to suppress that garrison. He's got it. He's got a good spot. He gets taken out by Seeker. But you can see Esprit has the preferred position. They've got trenches. Really tough to break through. But with a little arty like that now. Getting a spot. I believe I haven't been kicked out of Gato Rocket's squad yet, but this is where he zeroed in on that observe mark. Next shot, inbound. There it is. Now the deviation's off a little bit, but that shot, or the rounds are just going to continuously come in right here. There we go. Landing. Tell me why OPs don't get taken out. These OPs are built different. They survive bombing runs, artillery, but they can go down to an AT rocket. Gotcha, roger that. Huzzah! Gets the clap. Nice job, boys. It was worth the death. Clear out that space. Just to give you an idea, like the goal is right there, dugout barn. It's 175 meters away. So this technically is the soft cap. Soft cap is 200 meters from. So yeah, they're all in the soft cap. Garrison sitting, front door looking good. A wide flank garrison just to kind of clean up anything that comes down the D and the E column. So let's pull off front door, because I don't think there's going to be much change. That's going to be a stalemate pretty much the whole match until tanks decide to make a run for it. But it is interesting, front door on the defensive side. Our man Paradox, who we highlighted in the pre. Now we have 7-6 just kind of chilling behind one of the hay bales. Lexix gets dealing with that crossfire. Where is that? What is that? That's MG from down Takahara. So Taka's just going to hold that lane, suppress these guys here, and allow allow Father Pig, Crims, and the rest, hopefully, to get into these trenches. That's why you see 2 OPs here. Paradox. I knew he was coming back with that level 9 assault. Hey now, what the hell? Oh, he's hitting them from distance. Probably AT gun out in the distance. I don't think they're going to have a Tiger. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Taken down. The Tiger peeking. Now we got 2 76s. Well, one. Get our line of sight. It's just, this is no man's land. We're just literally looking west. This is no man's land. Anybody brave enough to try and get, not going to get too far. It's just going to be a standoff. Greyhound, sold by Kyle. Nothing to worry about on his 6 because basically there's nobody up behind him. So he could just sit here pretty much. He's got targets of opportunity and just basically, I think he's just going to sit here and farm. He shouldn't even move. I mean, he's got all these guys right here just locked in. And Helios unable to move up into the F. Now let's just get a quick peek on our fuel situation. 580. 600 for that heavy tank. They're plus 60. Anything sitting in main, we've got a medium, a light, we've got 2 heavies. So again, we're approaching that last 30. Now we'll pretty much see the match being played a little bit differently. See an explosion happen off into the distance. A Stuka. Wow, I think it actually connected. Yes, I think that was the 7.6 that was sitting there the whole time. Yeah. Good job on the Esprit commander, Inchon. That's huge. That's so huge. Now, if you can put enough pressure, kind of throw a wrench in the plans of Helios. If you put pressure on 4th, takes away their ability to stage up for that final push. Good old being a madman, just getting it done. Goes up against Smearin. Changes it up, gets Father Pig around the corner. Takes down Smearin. This guy's cracked. Oh my god, he's cracked. That's 3 in a row. Wow. Hell of a run. Hell of a run. OP did get clapped. Digi's about to get. And they just cleaned out the front door. Nice job. Front door defense doing fine work. Basically clearing any kind of threat. Pushing Esprit back and forcing them to reset and do it all over again. Now, Takahara has been out there, and this MG is also. Meanwhile, out on the flank. Uh-oh. Get out of my building, boy. Whiskey's like, I'll take that. Gonna get up on top. And get parallel with the map and just trying to cover that main road. I wonder if he can see Taka. Probably not. Taka in a great position. Just see the barrel. You don't even see his body. Tamad is back. Yeah, he knows where Whiskey is. Give these guys a little love on the flank. They don't get any time on TV, man, so. Meat grind is still meat grind. And I'm telling you, the tanks are going to get the love the last 10, 15 minutes of this match. But the unsung heroes, the guys holding the flanks. In any other map, I wouldn't care. Oh, I think Whiskey knows. Yeah. Worth the wait. So front door. Spree trying to press front door, but now that Helios has moved up, we're not too concerned. Now for a Spree, point proper, dugout barn. Still sitting with one heavy. Two. Check. Two heavies. Two Tigers. Rep stations. How many do we got? We got 2 rep stations. Yeah. The tank med is real. It's so hard to break through when you've got a team dedicated to building rep stations and nodes generate so fast. It's just, it's never a fun day for him. Alex just content with just picking. JS picking up a little lean going. So I'll just say, calm before the storm. Would love to see the game change just a little bit. Spread it out. I don't know. 2 strong points adjacent one another, so you spread the firepower out. I don't know. Just having teams, 2 very talented teams, fight over 1 strong point. Got one loaded up. No. Repair station. Really tough to get this medium out of here. So where are we? We're at the front door basically. We're at the tip, front door. Artillery's locked in on that building that we're seeing to the distance where the door is. Sector control. Spree's in complete control of this match right now. Roughly 20 minutes remaining. If you're Helios, maybe you try and bait them out of their dug-in positions. Maybe you can catch them and on the attack, moving out from the strong point and then counter. But I think Spree's too smart for that. They're just going to hold their lanes. They're not in a hurry to do anything. They'll sit here and just ride out the next 20. Might have been OP, or excuse me, Garrison over here at one point. Garrison is gone. One of the more familiar spots for Garrisons to be put. Not much to say. Not much to say. Things are going to be this way, I think. Got another 10 minutes before the final push comes. That's basically what we're waiting for. I did say we'll try that live ticker again. I got a feeling it's not. Yeah, it's not pulling. But you guys, this thing when it's fully operational is going to be pretty sweet. These are actual live stats from, you know, whatever server. Hopefully we get that sorted in the next couple days. Taking out that MG, high priority target. That's huge. Now you know he's going to be back, so maybe you just kind of hold that position there and just make sure that you free up the front line a little bit without all that extra crossfire. Like I said, Chokarian back, probably going to change positions, but he's not going to be too far. Returns the favor. And that's that nasty crossfire from the tanks, looks like, out in the distance. Yeah. Tiger is just covering all these open fields. Wonder if our 7.6 is going to be interested in taking shots. Haven't seen cap progress since probably close to the 1 hour mark. So it's been a while since Helios has had enough pressure within the sector. They had one golden opportunity. The Inf did their job. It's just, you know, the timing was a little off with the tanks. Not even sure if they had the tanks to throw in that point. And maybe they didn't want to risk it. Maybe that was not part of the plan. Plenty of time to put up that barbed wire. Got a Belgian gate holding the front door down. At this point, you got to imagine dugout barn being a fortress. You got 2 tigers on the point proper, barbed wire and Belgian gates, and you can't forget about artillery. Yeah, I have not seen Esprit lose a match late. We don't see them lose much at all. We can't say we've seen them lose late. They don't choke. So for Helios to win this would take a basically a really, really big unexpected ending. And Kobu, he's happy just sitting behind this carcass, just popping guys when they try and get across this open field. Now he can hold down the whole entire group of guys. Get close enough, Defco can get in there within grenade range. noticing a little bit of cap pressure and cap progress. Now, is that because there's not enough bodies? Wow. Did we just totally miss a throw? Tank is eliminated. Probably most likely out of fuel, out of ammo. Let's check some 130 left. So whatever's on the field now, this is how we're going to end the match. You've got one. We've got two heavies. We've got a big push going into the point now, but it's going to have to be coordinated. None of the OPs are lit, so we know that defensive lines are set pretty strong. What about the one on the defensive point? Do we have anything? No. So, I think it might be go time very soon. Like I said, the last big push. Look at this. Infantry has nowhere to go. They just bottleneck them in, forcing them into this one choke point. And now we're starting to see the teams come alive, recognizing it's kind of getting to that do or die point. You know, and I was talking to the guys from Esprit, and they said, you know, we want a challenge. We want to take a non-meta map and kind of show that we still can get things done. And you know what? Check the box. These guys are for real. I mean, if it were any other point, it'd be probably even more difficult for the West Band. It wouldn't have even been this close. They would never even... Helios would have never even got close. I mean, this was legitimately their best opportunity. And that just shows to show how important it is off the start that you don't get sniped. Because there's no coming back from that. Not against a team as good as Esprit. Bombing run coming through from Helios. Saving one final. Bombing runs every 10 minutes, so they do have one final bombing run. Not sure if that was able to help much. Now, wondering if they might move tank on the edge. It is exposed. 3 Tigers moving up. This is shaping up kind of how you would expect it to be. What was that? A level 3 bunker with a garrison around it. How awesome is that? Now, I'm not sure if that's bomb, like, they try to bomb that with a bombing run. I'm not sure if it'll be protected. It might be protected from the splash. I guess you're looking at a direct hit from one of the bombs. Although Excel just pulled. Looking to rebuild, not sure. Let's try and get in. Heard the sound, but we don't see the. There we go. Problem. Tiger's just going to go back to the rep station, get healed up. Fourth point is contested. Not too worried about fourth point, but I guess it's about that time where you throw caution to the wind. You give up defending, maybe with just a skeleton crew, maybe dyslexics. He stays there, and you just redeploy everybody. Yeah, it's getting close to that time. Helios tank going down. I'm not sure from what. Getting ready for all the violence.
I got him.
Widow. Man amongst the men. We'll be waiting for him with that shoddy. That wasn't a shoddy. What was that? G43. Helios fighting to the very end. These guys don't give in. Tanks moving up. This might be the call now. Move the 76 up. Precision. Not noticing an explosion, so I'm assuming nothing landed. Real tense moments now. This is it. Throwing everything they can in. Tanks trying to free up that map edge so Haggard can move up. Trying to take down all the MGs, holding those lanes in the open field. Tigers definitely aware. Terry out to risk it, trying to repair. Big call. This is a big call, man. A rocket, you can get taken out. Gets taken out by nothing too fancy. And you can probably get the satchel. Gets taken out before the satchel can get placed. Now we got a solo. The work that the tank did was able to free up the right side. Here it is. This is everything right now. This is what Helios said, you know what? Give us our shot at these Esprit tanks. Goodbye, what a great word. We might be saying goodbye. Call has been made. Full defensive. Now we've had 276s go down for Helios. Got that level 3 bunker up protecting the garrison. There's one Tiger tank left. Uniform proper. Now whatever's in the rears definitely being moved up to the front line. Second Tiger joining the action in the dugout. And let's pull up the map. Let's get an idea. Do we have any tanks left? We've got one coming up from the rear. We've got a light in Wicks coming from the west. This is the final bombing run, perhaps. Let's check. That looks like an Esprit bomb run. That crossfire is absolutely murdering. It's got to be Takahara. Is he still throwing his burger out there with the crossfire MG? Throw a Tiger Tank in for good measure. I mean, this was just a tough one. Tough one for Helios. It just goes to show you how important the openers are. You lose that opener, it's almost impossible. The meta just doesn't allow you to crack that once that shell's up. So anyway, we have a ton of games coming up. We have Syndicate playing GBI, probably right around the time this one finishes up. And we've got other matches. Don't have it loaded up in here, I don't believe. But yeah, this is coming down. Last 40 seconds. Well played to both teams, but Esprit, once again, showing why they're the two-time defending APL champions, as well as seasonal. Congratulations to them for being the first NA team to do that. And you can just see these guys, they're like surgeons. They come out here and they get the big plays when they need them. Do it. Pull up the scores, just get an idea. Smithers, building up garrisons. And for the Esprit group, say big up to Mars for doing a great job on artillery, standing in for Adam. I thought he did a good job in his stead. Last bombing run from Helios. That's pretty much how it's going to end. So with that, Esprit de Corps goes up 1-0. Like I said, Gary Busters and Syndicate will be playing later. Helios goes 0-1, and Infiltration on a bye. They'll be playing next week. Last 30, ticking down. That'll about do it. And a nice win, getting the season started right for Esprit, taking it 3-2 over Helios on Foy night. Give our commander the accommodation. And with that said, we'll jump back into the studio.